I say this to you because I love this country. From shortly after my arrest on October 9, 2019 to now, I have been trying to share the irrefutable truth with you. The American people have been lied to by Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, and various cohorts of individuals in government and media positions. They created falsehoods to serve their own interests, knowing it would undermine the strength of our nation. Rudy Giuliani, on behalf of them, President Donald Trump, tasked me with a mission to travel the globe, finding dirt on the Bidens so that an array of networks could spread misinformation about them, thus securing the 2020 election for Donald J. Trump. Ironically, when I was arrested, my original indictment linked me to an individual referred to as unindicted co-conspirator 1. We now know this individual to be Congressman Pete Sessions, who sits on this very committee today. Today, I ask you to consider the following. In nearly a year traveling the world and interviewing officials in different countries, I found precisely zero evidence of the Biden's corruption in Ukraine. No credible source has ever provided proof of criminal activity, not the FBI, CIA, nor the NSA. Even when CEO of Burisma, Mykola Zlochevsky, was offered a deal by Rudy Giuliani in exchange for information on the Bidens, he provided none, because there is none.
An unbelievable, mind-blowing clip. The trifecta, the perfect storm. And let me explain exactly what I mean by that trifecta. In a moment, I'm going to play the remaining 10 seconds of that clip. That is completely shocking were it not so obvious, and would be so completely damning, not only of Trump, smoking gun proof, but also of the complete complicity of Congress and of right-wing media, specifically in this case, Fox News, and at the same time also completely vindicating of Joe Biden in this sham impeachment hearing, all in one clip. So let me try to break down the specific parts of it to explain how important what you just saw is. And if it ever got out wide and was understood by the general public, this would be it. But of course, disseminating something that is so heated, so true, and so hard to get out to the masses amidst the intense Donald Trump factory disinformation machine. So that was Lev Parnas, the former associate of Rudy Giuliani, who was hired by Giuliani under the direction of Trump to go to Ukraine during the 2020 campaign to find dirt on Joe Biden, which he was unable to find, as he just explained. There was none, but that wasn't the goal. Sure, they hoped they would find dirt, but there was no dirt, and that didn't matter to Donald Trump. Do you understand? Donald Trump just wanted somebody to be able to be investigating so he could say, as he did time and time again, I have people right now in Ukraine investigating this. This led to his first impeachment trial. I have people in Ukraine investigating corruption right now, and it created the misinformation that lingers to this very moment, because this happened during the Biden impeachment hearing in Congress happening right now with completely zero merit, with completely zero evidence to this day, not one shred against Joe Biden. Sure, they have evidence of some shadiness with his son. Again, his son ain't the president. Makes quite a significant difference there, doesn't it? But again, as Parnas said it right there in this hearing, directly to the members of Congress and the Fox News viewing public.
By Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, and various cohorts of individuals in government and media positions. They created falsehoods to serve their own interests, knowing it would undermine the strength of our nation.
Donald Trump and Giuliani did this at the detriment of the nation, at the detriment of the good of the nation for their own personal benefit. The definition of treason is undermining our nation, which gives comfort to our enemies. Of course it gave comfort to our enemies. This was exactly Russia's plan, and as he went on to explain, the only basis for any of this disinformation, intentional misinformation that is, was from Russia, and Trump played right into the hands of Russia. Not to mention, of course, the whole thing was that he was also withholding aid to Ukraine unless they launched a formal investigation into Biden. Wow, look what happened now. Ukraine attacked by Russia, something that clearly Donald Trump was willing to play politics with. But again, this clip is the perfect storm of three things. The trifecta. One, I already explained, it shows that Biden is innocent. Two, it shows that Trump is guilty, that he literally was the one trying to spread disinformation to hurt our nation in the face of other nations, specifically for his own personal gain. And three, that right-wing media does not care about the truth and further intentionally manipulates the facts they want you to hear, that they allow you to hear, to serve their completely partisan slanted narrative. Because watch what happens in the next 5 or 10 seconds of this clip as it was broadcast on Fox News.
The only information ever pushed on the Bidens in Ukraine has come from one source, and one source only: Russia and Russian agents. The impeachment proceedings that bring us here now are predicated on false information spread by the Kremlin. Everyone involved knew.
So this bit of a preview right now. This hearing is going to be hot, so stand by for more on that. I want to bring in Jesse Waters right now. He's been sitting patiently to our left watching this as well. Jesse's got a brand new book out called Get It Together, Troubling Tales from the Liberal Fringe. That's the only reason why he gets up this early today.
Moment of truth slips in to Fox News' predetermined narrative. Joe Biden is somehow corrupt and deserves to be impeached. The perfect puzzle piece going in concert with the Republicans in Congress allowing such a complete sham hearing when there are so many major issues facing our nation right now, and allow this to be the focus. The moment that Fox News, which amplifies this complete mission of garbage and totally disingenuous actual witch hunt, unlike the witch hunt that Trump always claims is happening against him, and the moment some truth slips in that it's actually Russian disinformation they're spreading, Fox News cuts away. They don't want it to be heard, even for a second. And then Congress picks up its duty again, the Republican side of Congress, and tries to gloss over another unbelievable smoking gun piece of information when Matt Gaetz then tries to cover up for this as the hearing went on, not covered by Fox News.
Sounds like everyone here today, the only one working for a Russian oligarch was you. Right? I mean,
yeah, it was.
I just heard you.
It's public information.
Yeah, no, I just heard you wax
Gaetz.
poetic.
I got paid $200,000. You know how much I got paid.
You were really worried about our democracy, and you were here to warn us. But you were working for a Russian oligarch,
on
wanting
behalf
to
of
get
President
marijuana
Trump.
licenses. But then you didn't even do it.
You're the only one working for Russian oligarchs, and Parnas says, "Yeah, I was working for them. That's common knowledge. Paid me $200,000 to do it." But then he says, if you listen closely,
You were working for a Russian oligarch,
on
wanting
behalf
to get
of President
marijuana
Trump.
for Trump, I was working for Trump. Gaetz goes, "Yeah, but you didn't even do it." So he acknowledges right there that the thing he is accusing Parnas of doing, he completely doesn't care, right in front of the country's very eyes and ears, when Trump was the one who ordered it. It's bad if Parnas does it. It is not bad if Trump orders it, which of course is ridiculous. And then he says, and you didn't even do it.
But then you didn't even do it.
Didn't even do what? Find dirt that didn't exist? Actually spread disinformation that didn't exist? You're bummed about that, and bummed so much that you let it slip out of your tongue during a hearing before quickly moving on and trying to cover up for it. And the point is, you're and he moves on to some other topic because he realizes what he just belied, what he just let slip out of his mouth. That we all know, but that is very hard to disseminate to the general public amidst the incredible disinformation machine that is Donald Trump and all of his circle. That crimes do not matter when they are done by Donald Trump. That crimes do not matter if they push your own political agenda. Truth does not matter, and the best interests of the United States do not matter if you're in today's Republican Party, part of the MAGA movement, and if you support Donald Trump. That's what you're supporting. Not America first, not American values, but partisan, corrupt, treasonous behavior, as proven time and time again. That's the facts. I hope you're proud of yourself, because no true American is.
The DOJ didn't listen to the truth, because if they would listen to
The
the
question,
truth, you
the
guys
question
would have been
Mr.
all in
Gaetz
jail.
had is
They didn't
for
want to hear the
Mr.
truth. You can't handle the truth, Matt Gaetz.
I'm Ben Gleib for Rebel HQ. You can follow me at Ben Gleib on Instagram for lots more.